Hey, yo, what is up, guys? Your boy Ed from Halq. You already know. Oh my god, today is a beautiful Monday because the Banlist just dropped for Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm super excited. I honestly saw the first page, but I haven't continued going through the rest of the list. I'm super excited. I want to see if I was correct about any cards, but we're going to go ahead and get started soon. I just want to say before we get in there that there better be some True Draco cards in this list. I'm just saying. All right, we're going to go ahead and start off with the forbidden list. These are the cards that got hit, they got killed, they are done for. Card number one, of course, is Fairy Tale Snow. I am actually really excited the Fairy Tale Snow got hit and it's dead, it's gone, because I used to be able to break tier limit players' boards or whoever fusion card or whatever deck they're playing, and then I just couldn't get over the Book of Moon for Fairy Tale Snow. That was actually really annoying. So now being able to just get rid of Fairy Tale Snow just makes it so much easier for the rest of the game. Breaking boards is really easy with most decks, and it's just them having extra stuff, such as like Fairy Tale Snow and maybe other graveyard effect monsters, of course. So Snow, a lot of people were thinking maybe we could have got Snow to 3. I was actually thinking like, yeah, you know, Snow to 3 isn't bad. People would still only play 1, but I know there's a lot of like really trolly players out there that they would probably still play 3 anyway. So I'm glad that they hit Fairy Tale Snow to 0 and we're done with that. Continuing off with Ronin Totem. This is a card that I actually was not expecting to get hit at all whatsoever. I probably thought that Totally Awesome was going to get hit first and it was going to get marked, but it didn't happen. Balance dropped. It didn't. That's like a hit towards, you know, it's kind of a hit. It's kind of a hit towards, of course, our level 2 players, but I don't really think it's going to be that hard to get over it. There's going to be other stuff that are people are going to be able to do, and we'll see what happens. You know, I just think that it's not that great of a hit, but it is a hit that I was not expecting. We're going to go ahead and continue. Sprite players are still going to be able to Sprite. Crystron Needle Fiber, of course. Needle Fiber is finally hit. People have been asking for this to happen for many of years, and I am not really glad to see Needle Fiber get hit. You know, like I have this here that was gifted to me by my buddy. I really like Needle Fiber. I thought it was a really cool card. This mat is beautiful. And I personally thought Needle Fiber was a really good card for the game. A lot of people didn't feel the same way, but it's okay. Needle Fiber getting hit just is really going to change up the meta. It's going to change up the game. It's going to change up how people are going to be deck building now. Man, we can't have Infernables anymore. You already know the boy Rich. But, you know, it's okay. A lot of tuners could come back from the list now, so it's just gonna be a healthier game. A lot of air quotes, of course. We're gonna go ahead and continue. Chaos Ruler. So Papaya Ruler, I've been kind of thinking that this card could have gotten hit. I wasn't expecting for it to actually get hit. I had my boy Rolo Dolo talk about it, and he said that this card should get hit. He actually said Needle Fiber and Chaos Ruler would actually get hit here, but I didn't think that it was gonna. I didn't think it was gonna happen. I was just like, nah, you know, Chaos Ruler is cool, but Chaos Ruler getting banned, does this mean that Punk is not going to be a real deck anymore? Does it mean that they're going to have to play differently? What does this actually mean for Punks now? It's going to be kind of interesting to see. Is it still going to be an engine that people are going to be playing? Because if you think about it, Punks were played because they would make Chaos Ruler and then they would go into Needle Fiber. So is Punk an engine itself gone? Is it dead? Not 100% sure, but hey, you know what? Kind of glad I don't have to deal with Needle Fiber. I'm kind of glad I don't have to deal with Chaos Ruler. A lot of people would go normal summon Siamen, pay 600 search. Bad players would Ash there, of course. Good players would wait for them to Foxy Tune, and then you Ash there. Because what if they already have the Foxy Tune in hand and they were just trying to bait you out? Of course, you see. But it's okay. We're going to continue. For the last card on this forbidden list is Red Reboot. Red Reboot is a crazy hit. So we don't have anti-spell. We don't have Imperial Order to be able to negate spells. And we also don't have a red reboot to stop our opponents from activating traps anymore. That is super crazy. Shout out to the boy Jason, because Jason is going to be playing Trap Eldritch like he always does with his branded stuff in it. But red reboot, it just helped him make his deck better. That's so crazy to me. I actually was not expecting that to be hit. I was actually hoping that it didn't get hit. I actually wanted this to come back to maybe 2, but of course Konami does what it wants, and it's okay. But now let's go ahead and continue to the next list. Now for this list, this is the limited list. These are all the cards that just came to 1 now, and let's go ahead and get that started. Blackwing Steam the Cloak. Like I said, because Needle Fiber getting hit, it does mean that other cards like Steam the Cloak, other tuners, can't come back from the list. So off the top, I already see two tuners, which are of course Steam the Cloak, and then the boys Beasto Lion. Beasto Lion was such a good card. I enjoyed playing that so much back in the day. I think it's a really fun card to play. I think all these tuners are always just so interactive with the gameplay. Steam the Cloak is actually going to be a lot of fun because you can definitely mill that and then special summon it back, which is a lot of fun. I enjoy that a lot. Cyberjar coming back to 1, or finally leaving the list. It's crazy. It's a rock monster. It's a level 3 rock monster, which is so funny to me. But it's really just there because of the flip effect. Destroy all monsters on the field. Both players reveal the top 5. Any of them that are level 4 or lower are mandatory. They have to special summon either face down defense or face up attack. And then the rest of the cards get added to your hand. So if you're playing a deck that doesn't have any level 4 or lower monsters, you're just adding a bunch of cards to your hand. Opposed to like maybe you having to special summon a bunch of monsters for your opponent's side and then Mystic Mining them or something. That's actually a really interesting gameplay and technique that people can do. We're going to go ahead and continue with the next card. Substitute coming off of the list is kind of interesting. It's not a once per turn, which is something that I was just reading right now, and I was going through these. I was reading through this before I started this side of the video. And Substitute is really interesting because you can just tribute to special summon and then tribute again itself now to special summon, and then you just tribute it twice. So now you have like maybe double swap if you really need to double swap on the field or something like that. Kind of interesting. Spellbook of Judgment. I just saw one of my buddies on Facebook talk about how he had like a whole book of just like Spellbook of Judgments. I think it was like 3 or 4 pages. That was crazy. Judgments, I saw that now some of them are sitting at like somewhere between like 30 to 20 bucks, 20 to 30 bucks, and that's actually insanely crazy. I'm actually gonna go look that up right now. Judgment just being such a good card. Let me see. For the deck, a lot of people used to play this, and I remember that I missed over the whole Spellbook era, but I remember people talking about it, and people were not happy. People were not happy about Judgment. That's all I can say. We're going to go ahead and continue to the last card, of course, Appointer of the Red Lotus. This is actually insanely crazy to me because hitting Appointer of the Red Lotus, you're really just stopping players from being able to just call a card on their opponent's from their opponent's hand, which could have been like, if not the Dark Ruler, the Lava Golem, the Raw Sphere Motes, whatever the opponent is going to be playing, which is really crazy. It's kind of funny that it's going to 1. It's kind of funny, but I don't know if people are definitely going to be playing that anymore. It's going to be a 1-of. It pays 2,000 life points. I don't know. I wouldn't play it, honestly, myself. I wanted to go back and read Judgment. It says, during the end phase of the turn this card was activated, add a spellbook spell cards from your deck to your hand, except for Spellbook of Judgment, up to the number of spell cards activated after this card's resolution. Then you can special summon from your deck one spellcaster type monster whose level is less than or equal to the number of added cards to your hand by the effect. That's actually really busted. It's really good. I didn't know that effect at all. I do remember people talking about it, but I didn't play Spellbook era, so To me, that's super crazy, and that's really new. But let's go ahead and continue to the next list now. I'm so happy. I am so happy. This is the unlimited list. It looks like we don't have any semi-limiteds, which is really good. I don't really believe in the semi-limiteds. If you're going to want to play 2-ofs, you play 2-ofs yourself. There are certain cards that should be semi-limited, but not a lot of them. And starting off with Dynamite Knight, the True Draco Fighter. It's so cool. Knuckles, I called Knuckles wanting to come back. I'm actually looking over this list right now, and I'm really upset to say that there aren't any other True Draco cards that could have came back, or they were back, I'm sorry. We still have our Field Spell, of course. We had, what was it, Card of Demise. We had Into the Void. There's so many cards that got hit for our deck, and True Draco Knuckles coming back is really, really cool. I will be building a True Draco deck for you guys. I love True Dracos, but I still don't think that it was it's enough. We should definitely have our Field Spell back to 3. It definitely doesn't do much. It's called power creep, and like power creeping cards, right? Of course, like meta will get better, and you should expect for that to happen in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I think that True Draco, no matter what, if we would have had our Field Spell back, it wouldn't have done much anyway. At least considering in the meta that we are living in today. Continuing with Cyber Angel Ben 10, I will be picking up Drytrons now. Ben 10 to 3 makes it so freaking crazy. It makes it so crazy. Like, I hate Bren. I hate his deck, but I will pick it up and play it just because I want to play it now. Like, it's so crazy. Cyber Angel Ben 10 at 3. Like, I remember when we went to the Fort Worth Regional where I got my invite with Tri Brigade. Tanky had came back to 2, which is the reason why I decided to play that day. And Ben 10 had came back to 2 as well that same day, which is the reason why Brand decided to play that deck that day. And he got his invite, I got my invite, and it was just like, that's so crazy. Like, imagine that. One card going up from 1 to 2 made a whole world of a difference. Now imagine 3. That's crazy to me. That's so crazy to me. So my video was interrupted by Brent, who called me to ask me if I had a third Ben 10 for him. That's so funny. We're going to continue with the unlimited list. Sorry about that. Shooting Riser Dragon. It's a card people only played one of. It's a card people only played because of Needle Fiber. This card is dead. This card is not doing anything at all whatsoever. If people are going to level 7 into that, okay, cool, whatever. You know, that's you, buddy. But Shooting Riser Dragon is like literally not important whatsoever. You know what is important though? Fusion Destiny coming to 3. That is so crazy. Fusion Destiny coming to 3 is really, really cool. I'm really gonna enjoy that. I will be playing a Fusion Destiny deck, a DPE deck. Currently in path to building a deck myself for fun. It's a casual deck. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, but it will have DPE in it. As soon as I saw the DPE, like the Fusion Destiny came back to 3, I looked at my phone and I was just like started building on Neuron, and it's gonna be a fun deck. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. I think it's gonna be funny, and I'm so forward. I'm looking forward to that like so heavily. Nadir Servant at 3. Oh my god. Both of these cards literally went from 2 to 3, which is fine. Like, these aren't really that crazy. The third card who also went up, the third card who went up to 3 as well is Trickstar Light Stage. And I also called this. Trickstar Light Stage could have definitely came back to 3, like I said earlier. And people were like, nah, you know, like, no, yes. Trickstars are finna put in some work. I'm so excited for Trickstars. Like, I love Trickstars. It's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so fun. I'm definitely excited to see how people are gonna be able to, like, put that into Sprite as well. See how and what they're going to be playing. Maybe they're going to be playing a pure Trickstar deck with a small Sprite engine. All these level 2 decks are a lot of fun, and you don't ever know what will happen till it happens. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just going to be so much fun, and I'm super excited for it. Now, the last card in the whole list is Wall of Revealing Light. Wall of Revealing Light is just a card that's finally came out. If you don't have it, make sure you guys pick it up. But I will be reading this card for the people who don't know. Wall of Revealing Light. For the people who don't know this card, all right, because I was one of those people. It says, when you activate this card, pay any multiple of 1,000 life points. None of your opponent's monsters with attack equal to or less than the life points you paid can attack. Not that great. That means that you are playing in the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where we are playing in time, and you're gonna, it doesn't even have to be game 3, you're just gonna throw away life points in whatever game. Okay, yeah, we're not doing that. You're gonna pay up to 3,000 life points, so your 3,000 attack monster, opponent's monster doesn't attack, whatever. And then of course he had like a lot of little minions on the side. You're like, yeah, okay, you didn't get OTK'd, you paid 3,000 life points, beep beep beep, time it around. Okay, I don't like that. I'm not a really big fan of paying life points in Yu-Gi-Oh! There's certain cards that I think that are definitely mandatory and you should definitely play, but I think Wall of Revealing Light is definitely not one of those. But yeah, that's it for this list. Let me know what you guys think about this list. This is the outro part of the video now, of course. This says that it takes effect on October 3rd, 2022. So we are currently sitting on September 26th. So we're only a couple of days away from this list being live. I know there's a lot of locals here in Houston that will take the list live, like effective today. So if you are going to go play Yu-Gi-Oh, make sure you double check with your locals to see who will be taking this list into effect today, or if not till the day of the list, or if not next week, whatever. Because it's going to be very important for you to be playing Yu-Gi-Oh and know about all this stuff. Don't just pull up and then be shook about it. Omega is definitely one of those locals, and sometimes Galaxy, but I know Scrub Tier is definitely one of those places that always implements the ban list as soon as possible. Make sure you guys check that out. But guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to this video. If you guys have any comments to say, what do you guys think about this ban list, make sure you guys write them down below. On the road to 1,600 subs, it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot, and this is definitely going to make it a lot better for me. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys on the next video.